Absolutely.
So I got a question
Something to
for you,
say
man.
about
I told you to start off with, man, that I'm a huge fan of you as a musician and as an artist, as a writer. But honestly, like I'm a huge fan of you as a man, and I'm gonna kind of give you some
that. Thank you.
context on that, man. You have so much respect from me, just from following you through the Hurricane Harvey stuff, right? And
Oh, wow.
I saw so much of your kindness and your heart and your soul and how much you gave back to the community, not just being out there on the front lines, actually helping people from flooding and things like that. I remember all this, man, like it was yesterday. And, you
Wow.
know, you did all of that stuff, but then to like back that up with all of the benefit shows that you did after that, man. I just wanted you to know, like, how much you inspired me and others through those times, man. And I know, like, even today, I still see you doing benefit shows. So those kinds of things are pretty important to you as well, right?
Man, I love to, God says be a blessing to my people. And I think that's what we're here to do. And try to be a blessing with my songs. First and foremost, I feel like I've been called to be a songwriter. But man, when there's some type of devastation like Harvey, man, I went down there in a 17-foot 81 model Crestliner boat,
I remember.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
and started, man, I started just going in there and getting people in my boat. Um, and I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, we saved well over 100 people just getting them out, getting them into our boat, man. And it's very humbling to drive up in a boat and have to beg somebody to leave their home. First of all,
Yeah.
they do not want to leave their stuff, and then finally when they do decide, hey, come back at the very end and we'll go with you, and I'm like, the water's rising, we want to get y'all out of here. And so lady comes out, man, she's got her dog and she's got one trash bag full of like important papers and stuff. And so, man, if I ever need help, I want someone to help me like that. My dad would turn around. If he seen somebody broke down, he would turn around and say, boy, let's go back and see if we can help. And my dad could fix dang near anything with a pair of pliers and a screwdriver. And I ain't even joking. He was a jack of all trades, master of none. That's where that line comes from, and, who my daddy was. And, I'm glad that he instilled that part of my character and moral and value system was just to, lend your hand when you can. And, I went down there and totaled that little boat helping people. And, I don't know what I got hung. I got hung on a fence and tore all my electronics off of it. I got hung on somebody's mailbox and tore a hole in the bottom of that son of a gun. And to the point where they finally just said, hey, you cannot go back in there. It's not safe. And so they pretty much shut us down, So I don't know a lot of quit, man. I go till I can't go anymore. We had the fires come through Magnolia and about burned our whole town down. And man, same thing. I got on a bulldozer and got out there and fought those fires for 5 days straight till they said, hey, we know that you started last night at dark right here. You'd already been going all day. Then you came over here last night and went all night long. And they just finally said, you're done. You got to go sleep. And so, I don't know, man. I love helping people. And, especially when it's close to your home, man, it hits your heart a little different. But man, what was great about all that stuff was, we got to use our platform a little bit. That was the first time that I
Yep.
ever seen what my platform could do, the kind of reach that we had. We had people from Kansas,
Mm-hmm.
Missouri, man. They sent us 18 wheelers of everything you can imagine, from horse feed to baby food. And you could just tell that women, they everything was packed and labeled. I mean, women were in charge of this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that part of it really changed my perspective on what country music can do, and what people will do, man. People are there's still a lot of great folks out there. And having our community come together and other states come together, it just makes you want to help people, man. So if I can help and I have a means of a way of doing it, I'm going to stop and help. And I promise you that white van with that black trailer behind it has stopped her many a times going to a gig and just said, "Hey boys, I think we can help her." And man, we have. There's sometimes people just, you never know what you're there for either. You may just need to have a conversation with them, or they may need to see a smile, or somebody say, "Hey, here's $20. I'm going to try to help you the best I can." So I think that's what we're here to do, man. I'm going to do it every chance I can.
I just wanted you to know, man, that people notice. I noticed, and there's so much darkness in the world, and Jesse Raub Jr. is a light in that darkness. And
man, thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Noticing all that stuff, because I that's some stuff that's near and dear to my heart. So thank you for following the journey and being a fan of that stuff, dude. Because that's the stuff I'm a fan of too.
Yeah, same. And my dad was the same way. Never drove by somebody that was broke down on the side of the road. And my mother hated it. Because there are people out there that are rotten people, and she never knew if my dad would make it home just from a random encounter on the side of the road. So.
Let's bring that back, man. Let's bring back.
Please, yes.
People for no dang reason, and buying people lunch for no reason, and just paying it forward, and all that stuff, man. Let's bring it back. Me and you. Let's start the wave, baby.
Let's do it. Yeah, I have a motto, man. It's on all my social media. Kindness is effortless. Doesn't take any effort to be kind at all. So, but yeah. And that's the other thing that I noticed throughout that time was the camaraderie of the Texas country community coming together. I mean, we must have seen, 15, 20 different benefit concerts throughout the state of Texas just for Hurricane Harvey. I mean, it was just amazing stuff, man.
Man, I think we went all the way to Chef's Barbecue to do one.
Yeah.
It was like me and Birmingham and oh man, somebody else. I'm sorry for not remembering their. Maybe it was like Brandon Ryder, I think.
It could be.
I can't remember, but dude, I just love getting to help all those folks, and I say yes as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we started a deal this year called the Raub Foundation. Because man, we can't say yes to every dang benefit in the world. We try to donate to them or do the best we can, but we wanted to give back and give back bigger. So we started the Raub Foundation this year, and I do a little festival down here in Texas, and we just try to raise money and give back to our community. This year, we're going to try to give to the women's shelter in Conroe. And there's one over in Splendora for sex trafficked women, and we've been supporting the gala there at Lone Star Cowboy Church. They do a meat ministry where they give away meat to all of these shelters and try to keep these ladies with protein on the table so that they can, not go hungry and not be hungry and get up and be productive humans. So, we're giving to a few things, man. We believe in giving back. So I'm super proud of the Raub Foundation. This is our first year to do this, and we've got a lot of great sponsors, man. Gullo Ford.
Is there a website for this Raub Foundation that I can put a link?
Man, there is. RaubFoundation.com. And man, we've just, Wood Forest, Gullo Ford, man, we've just got so many great folks that are supporting what we do. And they have been, man. I've been doing other festivals. I've supported other people for probably the past, 6 or 8 years. And, we've probably raised $500,000 here for our community.
Congratulations, man.
Super proud of that. So, we're just going to take it a little bigger and continue to give back, man. I think that's what we're supposed to do. So we get to mix a little bit of music with some people coming together and just giving. So it's 2 wins right there.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Almost 30 minutes into the conversation, barely talking about music. That's the way it should be. Gotta love it.